this lawsuit is an attempt to vindicate not only her interests, but the interests of the many young women who are sexually trafficked every day across the United States and across the world. Um, the hope is that by bringing to account allegations of sexual abuse against rich and powerful people, it will send a message that this kind of conduct is not to be tolerated, and that when charges like this are made, ultimately a judge and a jury will decide what the truth is. This case is not going away. Virginia Giuffre is not going to go away, and I'm not going to go away. This case is going to go forward. Whatever obstacles they try to put in front of us, we will overcome. Once this case goes to court, and it has now gone to court, their ability to stonewall has ended. They can still delay, but they can't escape the inevitable. And the inevitable is a jury trial as to who's telling the truth here, what the facts are. And that is something that I have a lot of confidence is going to go forward.
What is at the heart of Virginia's case against the prince?
The heart of Virginia's allegations in the civil case that's been brought in New York is that Prince Andrew engaged in sexual activities with her when she was under the age of 18 and under circumstances in which she was trafficked to him by Jeffrey Epstein and the people working with him. That is a violation of a New York law. I think it's probably a violation of the law of most civilized countries, but it's certainly a violation of New York law. And that violation of New York law gives rise to a civil cause of damages, so that Virginia can sue in civil court for this violation of New York law.
Is Virginia in any way daunted by the fact that it is a prince she is bringing a civil suit against?
I don't think she's daunted. I think she's conscious of the difficulties of suing someone in Prince Andrew's position. She's already been subjected to what I think are quite outrageous attacks on her character, on her credibility. She knows more of those attacks are going to be coming. Nobody enjoys being subject to those kind of attacks, particularly when you're a young wife and mother, particularly when you know that your opponent has the resources and the contacts that Prince Andrew has. But I don't think she's daunted. She's not going to be dissuaded. This is a cause to which she's devoted herself, the cause of trying to be sure that people who are alleged to have engaged in this kind of conduct are brought to court and have to answer in court for those charges. And she believes, as I do, that no one, no president, no prime minister, no Prince of England is above the law. It doesn't matter how many contacts you have, doesn't matter who your family is, doesn't matter how much wealth you have. You're not above the law. And no one, no matter how young or vulnerable or powerless, is deprived of the protection of the law. That is the bedrock principle of American law, and I believe it's the bedrock principle of the United Kingdom from which we got our law. And it is that principle to which she is committed and I am committed, and neither one of us is going to be dissuaded.